Well, an announcement from Minnesota's Department of Education in the coming days could change what school looks like this fall. According to local health and education officials, the state is preparing to tell districts what the ongoing risks for COVID-19 in their region would mean for their plans. As News 8 Now's Mal Meyer explains tonight, where you live might change how your child heads back to school.
To send students back to schools or not. Some might be hesitant.
Their concerns are valid.
Karen Sanis isn't just a Winona County Health and Human Services director, she's also a parent.
I'm not in favor of sending her back to school.
But how to plan for that? The answer could be clear next Thursday when state education officials are expected to make an announcement.
My understanding is that it will be done more on a regional basis.
Earlier this summer, Minnesota's Department of Education asked districts to come up with 3 plans for the next school year. They should address all in-person learning, a hybrid of in-person and distance learning, or all distance learning. But Winona-Area Public Schools Superintendent Annette Freiheit says in a conference call with the commissioner Thursday, state officials said they will use more localized data to see which of those plans to use.
Because what we have here in Winona could have us in one scenario, and in Rochester, their situation could be different, and they could have to be in a different scenario.
But they have to be prepared to change from any of their plans. For instance, if the state believes an area is high risk, they may have to start with distance learning.
But as it starts to dial back down or get improved, they could say, well, now you're going to open with a hybrid.
But parents shouldn't panic. The health department believes, based on what they're hearing from the education department, families will still be able to make their own decisions.
There's going to be flexibility and options for families.
With the situation rapidly evolving for the district, this means they have to establish good relationships with the families to navigate any uncertainty. In Winona, Mal Meyer, News 8 Now.
News 8 Now has contacted the State Department of Education for comment. We wanted to ask if they would be announcing a more regionalized approach and what would be considered for that decision, but we have not heard back yet from a spokesperson.